The two biggest subjects that people are told not to speak about in general human interaction today is religion and money, or religion or sex, or something like that. These are things that you just don't, talk about, especially in the office space. And, my background is white collar, um, being in corporate America. Uh, for certain aspects of it, I did love it. I did learn a lot. I think that my corporate career overall has had a pretty big impact on shaping me, because not only did I learn, some good technical skills, project management, time management, process improvement, uh, it also, just taught me about the human aspect of things. And what I've noticed, and have you noticed, for those who are awake, have you noticed that people are very surface level? Uh, and like I said again before, you could talk about pretty much anything else other than, like politics and religion. Politics and religion. But now you can't talk deep or intense about anything in this day and age, whether it um, economics, culture, uh, fashion, any subject today, when you really think about it, because there's truth that derives in every subject. I'll give you a perfect example. Uh, Take into consideration food, right? Let's talk about food. This has nothing to do with sex or religion, but it's something that impacts us profoundly on a day-to-day basis. What we eat is so critical and makes up, you are what you eat. Um, and this is, I believe, the chief reason why people are having such mental health issues today. It's the food that they're eating. It is the water that they're drinking. So it's very easy to strike up a conversation, whether it's friends or family, and just talk about food. And when you start talking about and pointing out how toxic the food is, and how in your face, when it comes to the ingredients alone, if you do some basic level searching, you'll find out all the information. Um, all you got to do is flip over a box of cereal, or a box of anything, vegetables, or whatever it may be. It'll tell you what's for the pretty much, for the most part. It'll tell you what is inside of those products. But you start talking to people about all of the stuff that they consume and what they need to do in order to avoid it, the conversation shuts down. A lot of people, they don't want to even, nor can they engage in anything. Well, with sports, I can make the same examples for any number of things. Skill sets, craftsmanship, anything. People are very, very surface level. They don't want to get into or engage the nitty gritty of anything today. We live in a world of shorts. We live in a world of reels. We live in a world of TikTok, where people's attention spans have been shrunk to so low, you can't even recognize folk today. I mean, it's sad. The world is literally changing right before our eyes. And it's very much disturbing, to say the least. But I can clearly see how people that speak truth and live truth are going to be persecuted because, let me tell you, uh, not only do I notice that they're very surface level, they get very angry at you for wanting to engage in real, honest conversation. I'm not talking about, we can have the conversation or the talk about um, how the family's doing, how the children are doing. Um, we can have them conversations all day long. However, uh, sometimes it is necessary to, for the sake of humanity's sake, for the sake of concern and care, we must engage in real conversation, real discussions regarding the real matters that are taking place in our lives to stay informed. And a lot of people, they don't want to do that, and that's okay. Uh, but that's not going to change the need for me to continue to do it. Uh, I'll say in closing in this, from the first and second admonition, reject. So uh, you try and give somebody something, they don't want to receive it. You try and give it to them, leave them alone. Leave them alone. They don't want to hear it. Let them be. But at least you gave them the truth. Um, that's just how it is. That's just how I need to be. But y'all stay blessed. Shalom.